Let me guess. You are preparing for an interview, not sure where to start, what they ask, moreover, not sure how to tell this in English? Then you landed in the right place. And here's the thing most people get totally wrong about interviews in English. They think you need perfect grammar and a vocabulary the size of a dictionary. They spend weeks memorizing words they will never, ever use.
But that is a trap. The truth is, interviewers don't want a robot. They want a human. And today, we're going to fix that. By the end of this episode, you will know exactly how to do 3 things. 1.
The STAR method, to give a perfect structured answer to any question about your experience.
2. The story framing technique, to make sure the interviewer actually remembers you after you leave the room.
And 3, my favorite, the question flip, to end the interview with so much power, they'll be thinking about you all day.
Okay, wait. Before we get into that, if you're new here, we are native speakers, English. We post English learning content. No flashy animations, no brain rot videos, no complicated grammar charts. Just 2 friends talking to you like you're in the room. If you want to learn real English, the kind you actually use in interviews, at work, in life, and you like a cozy, calm vibe while you do it, subscribe now. You're in the right place.
Right, let's go.
Okay, so let's start with the absolute foundation, the tool you need for almost every question about your past work. It's called the STAR method.
STAR. Okay, I like it. Sounds like I'm gonna be a star.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. And honestly, there are no crazy visuals here, no brain rot. So if you want, just put your phone down and listen to this like a podcast. Let us do the work. You just absorb.
Okay, I'm absorbed. Explain STAR to me like I'm 5.
It's an acronym, STAR. It stands for situation, task, action, result. It's a structure, a recipe. It's for answering those behavioral questions, the ones that start with, tell me about a time when.
Situation, what was happening. Task, what was your job. Action, what did you do. Result, what good thing happened because you did it. Easy.
Exactly. And this isn't just some random idea we came up with. Here's your data drop. The STAR method was developed from personnel selection studies way back in the 1980s. Researchers discovered that the single best way to predict how someone will perform in the future is to know how they performed in the past. STAR was designed to get clear, concrete proof of those past behaviors.
So it's literally scientific. Okay, let's see it in action. The before and after. You be the scary interviewer, Neela. I'll be the nervous candidate.
Okay, Naveen, tell me about a time you had to deal with a difficult deadline.
Yes. We had a project that was very urgent. We all had to work very hard. It was stressful, but we finished it. It was okay in the end. I'm good under pressure.
Okay, stop. Painful. That gave me nothing. No details, no proof. It's forgettable. Here's our but therefore engine. Most people give a vague summary like you just did, but that tells the interviewer nothing about your actual skills. Therefore, you must use STAR to prove it. Let's try again. You can do it. Use the structure.
Of course. Situation. In my last role, my team was given a critical project with a 2-week deadline. But halfway through, our client added a major new feature request, which put the entire timeline at risk. Task. My specific goal was to find a way to incorporate the new feature without missing the original deadline. Action. I immediately organized a team meeting, reprioritized our tasks, and I developed a parallel workflow so we could build the new feature while finalizing the original components. I also communicated with the client daily to manage expectations. Result. We successfully delivered the full project on the original deadline, with the new feature included. The client was thrilled, and our manager adopted my parallel workflow model for all future projects, which has since reduced our average project time by 10%.
See? The difference is night and day. Now I know you're a leader, a problem solver, and you think strategically. You didn't just tell me, you showed me, with numbers.
It's so much more powerful, particularly, with the result.
Particularly. Yes, Naveen, particularly. You're right, the result is where the magic happens. A number makes it real.
I'm trying. Okay, actionable step for you. Tonight, just pick one success story from your work, just one, and write it down using those 4 headings: situation, task, action, result. That's it.
Okay, so you have that first step down. You've got the skeleton for a perfect answer. But here's the thing, if you stop there, you're gonna sound polished, but like a robot. and robots don't get hired. So what do you add to make the interviewer actually remember you? That's what we're getting into next.
This is point 2, the story framing technique. This is for the big, open questions. Tell me about yourself. Why should we hire you?
Step 1, explain. Instead of just listing your skills like a shopping list, I'm a hard worker, I'm a team player, you frame them inside a very short, powerful story that shows your character.
My brain already likes this more. Stories stick, facts fade.
Your brain is right, and here's the data drop for that. The famous cognitive psychologist Jerome Bruner found in his research that facts are over 20 times more likely to be remembered if they are part of a story. 20 times.
20 times. Okay, I am never just listing skills again. Example time. Step 3. This time, I'm the interviewer. So, Nilla, why should we hire you?
Well, I have 5 years of experience, I am proficient in all major software, I am very organized, and I am a great team player. I'm already asleep, and I'm the one talking.
Yeah, that was terrible. I've heard that exact answer 1,000 times. Okay, now give me the story framed version, the memorable one.
More than the 5 years on my resume, I think what defines my work is my passion for turning chaos into clarity. I remember a project last year where the team was completely stuck, morale was low. Instead of just reassigning tasks, I reframed the project as a story about helping our clients overcome a specific frustrating problem. That single shift in perspective re-energized everyone. We delivered the project ahead of schedule, and it completely changed our team's dynamic. That's the kind of focus and energy I want to bring here.
Okay, you're hired. That was amazing. You didn't just tell me your skills, you showed me a mini movie of you using them. You showed how you contributed.
Contributed, and yes, that's the but, therefore engine. Most candidates just list skills from their resume, but skills are boring and forgettable. Therefore, you must frame your skills in a mini story to create an emotional connection and become memorable.
Contributed. I'll get it right one day. Okay, actionable step for you listening. Tonight, think about your proudest moment at work. Not the skill, the moment. Now write it as a 3-sentence story. The problem, the solution, and the feeling.
Wait, before we get to point 3, I need to say something. You can have the best answers in the world, but if you fail the last 5 minutes of the interview, you might lose the job entirely.
You're talking about that final, terrifying question. So, do you have any questions for us? My mind goes completely blank every single time.
This is our third point, the question flip. Step 1, explain. You flip the power dynamic. You use your question to show how smart and prepared you are. The worst possible answer you can give is, no, you covered everything. It signals that you're not really interested.
And the second worst is asking about salary or vacation days, right?
Exactly. So what's the right strategy?
Look who it is now. Welcome to the club, Miss Perfect. Okay, so what is the correct strategy?
Strategy. The strategy, which is backed by a Harvard Business Review article, that's our data drop, is that candidates who ask insightful questions about the company's challenges and future are seen as more intelligent and competent.
It's your last chance to impress them. Okay, final before and after. I'm the interviewer. Do you have any questions for me?
No, I think you covered it all. When will I hear back?
Boring. Passive. Now for the after.
Yes, I do. Thank you. I read in your recent quarterly report that the company is expanding into the European market. From your perspective, what do you see as the single biggest challenge for this specific team as that initiative gets underway?
Okay, that is a mic drop. That question proved you did your homework, you think about the future, and you're already trying to solve their problems.
And that's our final but therefore. Most people are so nervous they ask nothing. But your last question is your final impression. Therefore, you must ask a smart, researched question that makes them see you as a future partner, not just another candidate.
Final actionable step for you. Before your next interview, go to the company's news or press page on their website. Find one recent article and write down one thoughtful question about it that starts with, from your perspective. Okay, Nilla, we've covered the main structure of the interview, but what about the landmines? The questions designed to trip you up?
Ah, yes, you're talking about the scariest question of all. So, what is your greatest weakness?
Ugh, it's the worst. My mind just goes blank. What do they even want to hear?
Well, I can tell you what they don't want to hear. That's the common wrong belief that you should give a fake weakness that's actually a strength.
Oh, you mean the classic, my biggest weakness is that I'm a perfectionist and I just work too hard.
Exactly. Interviewers have heard that a million times. It sounds dishonest and like you haven't done any real self reflection. It's a total cliche.
So, what's the right way? How do you answer it honestly without disqualifying yourself?
You use a simple two-part formula: state and improve. You state a real, genuine weakness, but one that is not critical to the core functions of the job. Then, you immediately explain the concrete steps you're taking to improve it.
Okay, that makes sense. It shows self-awareness and a commitment to growth. Let's do it before and after. The question is, what's your greatest weakness? Give me the bad answer first.
Honestly, I don't think I have any weaknesses that would affect this role. I'm a very fast learner.
Ouch, that sounds arrogant and like you have zero self-awareness. Okay, now give me the state and improve after version.
One area I've been actively working on is my public speaking skills. In the past, I've been more comfortable behind the scenes with data and strategy. However, I know how important it is to communicate those ideas effectively. So I recently joined a Toastmasters club, and I've been volunteering to present at our internal team meetings to get more practice. It's been a great experience, and I'm already feeling more confident in front of an audience.
That is so much better. It's honest, it's specific, and it shows you're proactive. You're not just aware of a weakness, you're fixing it.
Exactly. The but therefore engine here is you might think you should hide your weaknesses, but everyone has them, and pretending you don't makes you seem untrustworthy. Therefore, you should frame your weakness as a story of growth and improvement.
It turns a negative question into a positive story about your character. Okay, so what's the actionable step for our listeners on this one?
Your actionable step is to identify one real, non-critical weakness. Maybe it's delegating tasks, maybe it's getting bogged down in details, or maybe it's public speaking, like in my example. Then write down 2 sentences, one that states the weakness and one that describes the specific action you're taking to improve it. Having this prepared will turn a moment of fear into a moment of strength. Okay. Let's land this. We covered a lot, but it all comes down to a clear strategy. You came in thinking you needed perfect English, but now you have a complete toolkit.
Here's what you learned. Use the STAR method to give your answers a powerful, evidence-based structure.
Use story framing to connect with the interviewer on a human level and become unforgettable.
And use the question flip to end the interview with confidence and intelligence, showing you're already part of the team.
And if you remember nothing else from this entire episode, remember this. An interview is not a test of your English. It's a conversation to see if you are the solution to their problem.
Remember how we started? That feeling of anxiety, not knowing where to start or what to say in English? That used to be the problem. Now you have a plan. Now you have the answer.
If this episode helped you, and we really hope it did, the best way to say thank you is to subscribe. We're a small channel, and seeing you join us means the world. It lets us keep making content like this for you.
It really does. Next episode, we're talking about the common filler words that make you sound unprofessional. You don't want to miss it.
See you there.
In the next episode, we're going to talk about the 3 filler words almost everyone uses. And I promise you, once you hear this, you will never say or like the same way again.